of you who joined us and who experienced that interesting but fun table hopping session. I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Um, I want to just orient everybody to this interesting little place and space. So first of all, we were having an in-person event that was scheduled for February 28th. And then we were told that the room was given. And so we had to do it January 29th. And then we were told by our honoree, Dr. Sarah Levin, that we could not congregate in person. And so we made it virtual. So let me just tell you, there've been a lot of twists and turns, but so forgive us as we stumble through tonight. But I thank you all. Thank you to all of you who purchased crab. Thank you to all of you who sponsored tables. Thank you to all of you who are here tonight virtually, celebrating choice and aging and the work that we're doing and witnessing my purple hair and my awesome Mardi Gras nails, in case you hadn't seen those. And I'll show you something even more fun later about what I have on that you can't see because of my virtual background. So all funds that we raised tonight are going towards bringing our programs back to the pre-pandemic numbers. So as you know, we have had to radically reduce the number of people that we serve during this super nutty time. We are honoring, as I said earlier, Dr. Sarah Levin, who has joined us tonight. I was super worried that we weren't going to be able to see her tonight because she had vacation plans, but like choice and aging in our crab feed, we decided that safety is key. So we're all being safe right now. So she's chilling and she's joined us tonight and she's in for a nice surprise, as all of you are. Those of you who don't know her will get a chance to meet one of the most incredible hometown heroes we have. And I'm excited about that. And then I was going to be introducing Darren Klein from PG&E tonight because they are our $10,000 sponsor, our presenting sponsor tonight, which is huge, right? $10,000 is nothing to sneeze at. And we made that sponsorship in honor of Tom Garino, my longtime friend that we lost to COVID, and who was a very huge supporter of choice and aging, not just the programs and services that serve our elders, but also our intergenerational preschool. He came over and wrote a personal check the day that we opened up our preschool. He was a beautiful supporter, and Darren has continued to be an incredible supporter of choice and aging. Obviously, this is his second year being that presenting sponsor at the $10,000 level, which is historic to choice and aging. We have never had a $10,000 level sponsor until him. And I do want to say, more than just a sponsor of our event, when something happens, and I want to say a bad word, like the poop hits the fan, when the poop hits the fan and something is going on, I call Darren and Darren solves the problem. We had an issue with recent power outages and floods and various things that were threatening certain parts of our water and various other things. And I texted Darren on a Saturday night and he mobilized the troops immediately. So I'm super appreciative of Darren and the team at PG&E who continue to support the work of choice and aging. So thank you very much. And without further ado, I think I saw our state treasurer, Fiona Ma, somewhere in the room. I'm not sure exactly where. And oh, I see her now. And look at that. She's got her choice and aging background on. Fiona.
Hi, Debbie.
Oh, I'm so happy you're here.
Well, I used your QR code and logged on, put in my credit card, and I just ran out to my husband and said, what should we bid on? So that's why I left for a second, but also to show this like amazing background filter.
How cool is that?
So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, so Fiona Ma, for those of you who don't know, is our state treasurer, and she sits atop billions of dollars. And she is not just a state treasurer. She's not just an elected official. She's not just my girlfriend. She is a supporter of choice and aging, and she understands what it is to age with family and community and without a system that has supports and services. So without further ado, State Treasurer Fiona Ma, take it away.
Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. And, I've been living with my parents for the past 12 years and seeing how they have really changed. and their needs have changed as they have been aging in place. My mom passed 3 years ago, and I live with my dad now, who's 88 years old. And so, things also change. He doesn't want to wear his hearing aids all the time. So I have to write things down. I have to email him to make sure that we have, clear communication. But when I met Debbie up in Sacramento, I don't know how many years ago, Debbie immediately was like, I need to talk to you. Like, you're here, you're in leadership, you need to help our seniors. And I was like, okay, Debbie, here's my cell phone. Please reach out to me. And immediately she texted me, and we have been like besties ever since. And what she is doing on the Choice in Aging campus is amazing. I am a big supporter of intergenerational housing. Seniors don't want to be out there in the middle of nowhere. They want to be in places that are lively with movie theaters and sushi restaurants and karaoke bars. And that's what, Choice in Aging is trying to do, is build that community where seniors are going to continue to thrive along with other people. I went to one of her classes with the Montessori school and saw 3-year-olds singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star with some of the older residents that you have. And it was just heartwarming for me. And so anything I can do for Choice in Aging, congratulations on 47 years. This, gray tsunami is real. And I really don't think we do enough in the state of California to focus on that. Governor Gavin Newsom and the legislature have put in billions of dollars to help children get out of child poverty. This year, every child born is going to have their own account seated with $25. Every 1st to 12th graders are going to get a $500 account. If they are homeless or foster youth, they're going to get another $500. So potentially $1,500 in their account. And the hope is that parents are going to continue to fund these accounts so that their kids are going to be able to have a better life and not go into huge student loan debt. But we need to do that for our seniors as well. And so I just ask all of you, let's double down. Let's lobby the governor and the legislature and say what you've done for kids and children are amazing, but we need to do that for seniors, right? Long-term health care is not really where we want, being able to better afford that. Building these communities. The fact that Debbie has to ask me, how can I get this Choice in Aging campus funded, is really not acceptable. We should all be jumping in and saying, Debbie, this is what we need to do. We're going to allocate this amount, from the federal government, this amount for the state, this amount for local government, to make sure that we leverage this. And so this is going to be my priority for this year, is to really help Debbie, Choice in Aging, and all of you try to build this campus. We all need affordable housing. We are doing as much as we can at the state level. As a state treasurer, $3.2 trillion came through my office last year. And I also oversee all the tax credits and the bonds that go into affordable housing. Some of it goes to senior housing, but I think we need to really focus on this new model of intergenerational housing, which is what I preach and what Debbie is also all about. And so I thank everybody for being here, for supporting Choice in Aging. We are all going to get older. I don't have kids. I can't depend on my kids. And so I'm going to have to figure out who's going to take care of me as I age. And I want to age in dignity and in grace, in a community that embraces me. So thank you all for all you do every day to help older Americans retire and live the best quality lives that they can. So thank you, Debbie. I love you.
Thank you, Fiona. I love you too. I'm so glad that you could be here tonight. And I know that it's a special weekend celebrating your hubby's birthday. And I so appreciate you taking the time out of your little mini vacay of a weekend to join us and to call upon me when you have questions about aging issues and your father, and to donate your vehicle to support the work of Choice in Aging, and to take my text when I'm freaking out because we need something happening in the budget. You are an incredibly responsive, wonderful leader, and you promote and lift women and seniors and children, and you're just amazing. And I truly appreciate your support. And I'll look forward to continuing to partner with you and ask you all the things and get all the answers. So we have lots of work to do, Fiona, and I really, really appreciate your partnership.
And anyone who needs help, please email me, askfiona@treasure.ca.gov. Whether you're looking for your stimulus fund, someone's not answering your phone call in government, whatever it is, and I'll put it in the chat. Please feel free to email me. Thank you, Debbie.
So you're getting a lot of love in the chat, just so you know, Fiona. Thank you. So check the chat and feel the love. And I miss Noah. I don't know if he's in here. I can't see everybody who's in the room, but Noah Starr is one of my favorite humans at Fiona's office, and he's amazing. And just quickly, because we have an extra minute or two, when we were having an issue in Oakley that there were seniors being displaced. So what happens when housing that started off with tax credit funding expires? Like if it's a 25-year deal or a 40-year deal or a 50-year deal, whatever it is, those tax credits expire after a certain amount of time. And then another developer can purchase that property and turn it into market rate housing, and all of the seniors and low income people living there get displaced. And I included Noah in this issue that was happening, and he jumped right in to help. And this is in Contra Costa. This is not a Sacramento State issue. He was like right in to help, and just wonderful, lovely people. And this is what happens when you can partner with your elected officials, whether it's Fiona Ma, whether it's Karen Mitchell, whether it's Diane Burgess, whether it's anybody in the Senate. And Bill Dodd has been a huge supporter, Assemblymember Grayson. I mean, these folks are human and they're accessible. And Fiona is particularly just this incredible state employee who feels a really strong commitment to everybody in our community, particularly our people. So anyway, love you, Fiona. Thank you. Now, since I'm sharing all my gratitude, obviously I want to run through our sponsors really quickly, and I want to encourage you to go to choiceandaging.org, to our crab feed page, and to look at all of the people, individuals, businesses that made this event possible and that continue to support the work of Choice and Aging, not just that we provide services for frail elders, but that we are continuing to provide vaccine and booster clinics in a mobile way to those who need it the most and who are at greatest risk. And it relies solely on you. We're not getting paid by the government to do this. We're getting paid by you. And so thank you for stepping up and saving our community. So presenting sponsors, PG&E at $10,000. The kings and queens are Angie Coffee and Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Our masquerade photo booth, which those photos that were happening at the beginning of this and that are happening throughout are going to be put into a photo album, and they will have a Mechanics Bank frame on them. And you will be receiving those via email. They'll be posted on Facebook. They'll be on our website, all over. Thank you to Mechanics Bank. Dukes and Duchesses are Dr. Vic Baker, our board chair, and you will meet him in just a moment. And Roger and Karen Douglas, thank you, thank you. Karen is one of our newest board members. And Faith Lutheran Church, who actually allowed us to do the crab grab at their location today. Thank you to our board member, Cheryl Hansen and hubby Jeff, for opening the church and being there and supporting all day. Shirley Crone, one of my favorite partners in crime. Republic Services, who is a stalwart sponsor every single year. Thank you. Our Grand Admirals are 24/7 Nightingale Home Care, my girlfriends over there. The Bowens and the Grays, thank you for always stepping up and always sponsoring our event. Bright Star Care, a new sponsor this year. Thank you, not only for providing a sponsorship, but also helping us out when people need caregivers, and you are immediate response right on the dot. Kay Marie and Nick Burke, thank you. Parents of our preschool children, but Kay Marie is also on our planning committee. Care Access, sponsored for their first time at 1,000. Diablo Valley Foundation for the Aging, their first time. Thank you, Joe Betancourt, chair of the board. Hospice of the East Bay, Cindy always sponsors. Interim Healthcare, again, Joe, he's sponsored in 2 different ways. Thank you. Kiwanis International, their first time doing it. Thank you. Rocky and State Treasurer Fiona Ma also sponsored as a Grand Admiral, as did Charlie and Sue Nowak, Perkins Eastman, the most incredible architects in the world, Rotary of Pleasant Hill, thank you, Tre Vista, and my beloved Tribali. Thank you all for your support. And I want to say, these events don't happen without a heck of a lot of work. So much work I can't begin to tell you. But there is a particular MVP that I want to call out tonight, Rachel. Rachel Hellman is our brand new social media and marketing specialist. And this woman approaches everything with kindness, humility, a smile, a sweetness that I have never encountered. She's brand spanking new. And if she doesn't know how to do it, she'll figure out how to do it, and she'll do it with a smile. And she has just done leaps and bounds. And I will tell you, people coming to pick up their crab today stopped me to say, is Rachel here? Is Rachel here? Is Rachel here? So Rachel, you are the bomb, and we love you. And we're so glad to have you. Also, Mark Bigelow, who's a board member of Diablo Valley Foundation for the Aging. You're going to see his work in the videos tonight. And he did this as a volunteer. And he's never worked with Choice and Aging. He just said, I'm here to do this if you need the help. And as I told you, we had to scramble and do things differently 3 different times in the planning of this event. So much, much, much gratitude to them. And finally, our champion circle. These are the women who showed up every week to meet, to talk, to help us create those auction items and to figure out what this event was going to look like and how we were going to organize this. So huge thanks to Jennifer Allen, Emily Barnett, Angie Coffey, Kay Marie Burke, Sue Nowak, Lorna Van Akron, and Karen Douglas. You all kick booty, and I love you and I thank you. And you're just amazing. And Peggy and Lori, both of you made today super possible. So thank you. And now, without further ado, those of you who don't know our board chair, Dr. Vic Baker, are missing out, but not for long, because you're going to meet him right now. So Dr. Vic Baker is going to join us, and he is going to talk to you about the Fund a Need, about the work that we're doing at Choice and Aging. Oh, there we go. We got the whole family there.
This is how we're doing it.
Wow.
Can you see this? Right, so we have a crab broil. You hear the little
Nice.
echo. What I will do this, today, the theme is Mardi Gras today. I will match up to $100 for the next donor, the first donor who gets this. If the donor who can tell me where the Mardi Gras originated in the continental United States. Very important to me. So if you're a donor, you know the answer to that. Let me just tell you, it's not New Orleans. So if you can tell me that, I will match up to $100, your donation.
All right.
Can we
Any other
Google?
guessers?
Google, everyone.
Nope, not
Miami?
Miami. Nope. Come on, we got this. Nope, not Chicago.
Ooh. Mobile,
No,
Alabama.
Mobile, Sue Nomak.
Oh, no.
Sue Nomak.
Denise Peach got it before Sue did. Denise Peach got it before Sue did. She got it.
So
Denise Peach, go girl.
so whoever had Mobile, Alabama got it. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so whoever had Mobile, Alabama, Mardi Gras started originally in Mobile, Alabama. It's called Africa Town. That is where my family is from. Yes. So that is, I like to say that. So congratulations, Sue. Put your donation in there and I will match you up to $100. So thank you, Sue. I'm sorry, no, it wasn't Sue. Who was
It
it?
was Denise.
Denise, thank you,
Peach.
Denise.
But
Much
Sue got it
appreciated.
too, but she got it.
Yeah, Sue
after
got it
Denise.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Denise.
So that means
Hey,
Vic has to
but thank
pay
you guys. Thank you.
$100.
This is a fantastic. I've been part of this organization for maybe close to 5 years or so, and it's really close to my heart. And as you see, we're celebrating today. It's a Mardi Gras theme. We have a crab feed. We haven't been together in so long. We get to be together for this opportunity. And truth be told, it's a very vital opportunity for us. I mean, it's necessary. Fiona Ma, are you kidding me? We have her here. What? Man, thank you for joining us today. Oh my
I love
goodness. I'm
Choice and
sorry I missed
Aging.
your visit to Choice and Aging. You got to come back again and I'll make sure I'll be there. Debbie made sure that I wasn't going to be there because I'm a Fiona Ma. I'm like you're like my Michael Jackson. Let me just say that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, indeed. I'm a
Thank you,
big fan
Nick.
of yours. Yes. But let's get started. I just want to talk a little bit about choice in aging a little bit. The reality is, isolation is probably the absolute worst condition for any vulnerable senior. Yet it was the number one safety measure to really stop the spread of COVID. Uh, we knew that our participants would not fare well without social interaction and any kind of stimulation, right? So throughout the shelter in place mandate, we made sure to visit and bring live music and customize goodies so that we would know that they would know that they were loved and that someone actually cared about, right? We used the roadshow model to deliver a human contact. We touched them and their joy was evident each time we visited them. So whenever and wherever money is needed, it's always services that the frailest members of our community that suffered the deepest cuts with no safety nets in place. This pandemic certainly shined a bright light on those inequities. And although there were at the greatest risk of the poorest outcomes, people in nursing homes and our low income housing were left to fend for themselves. Contingent was rampant for the residents, the caregivers, the staff, yet they did not have the access to vaccines due to barriers of what? Mobility and computers and any type of support. So Choice in Aging stepped up and brought life-saving vaccines to these folks where they lived and worked, and a mobile vaccine clinic in partnership with Contra Costa Health organizations, saving not only lives, but exorbitant amounts of hospital costs, right? So now we fast forward. We fast forward a couple of months to the needed booster vaccines, and Choice in Aging has had to go at it alone. Each costs probably $250, less than the price of a dinner for four. No federal, state mandates or county support for us, but we were not deterred. We had it. We had the generosity of yours and the compassion of the people to serve this basic need. So thank you all. But basic medical equipment, such as pulsometers, and were not available for any of these for the nonprofit organizations. Choice in Aging stepped up again and fundraised for them, organized the volunteers to deliver them. Take a look at this video. So as everyone's come back together, thank you guys. That was a fantastic video. Talks about and shows a little bit of the efforts that we've put forth, especially during this COVID time. But now it's time to ask for your help. It's not a secret that this expensive protocols need to be in place to protect our participants and our staff. So I'm asking you, will you help us bring a degree of normalcy back to our beloved participants? And we're gonna start big. We're just gonna go big because I know that we have some people that value these services. Like me, I have had to take care of my father for the last 6 years of his life. I understand what it means to take care of our frail and elderly, and we owe it to them to make sure that they have a reasonable and comfortable life living at their home. So we're gonna start today. We're gonna start at $1,000. $1,000 will go a long way to helping us get back to our pre-pandemic numbers. Is there anyone here who is able to make an investment to our elders? We're gonna start at $1,000. Let's put it in the chat, raise your hand, do whatever you need to do. We're taking pictures, so if you put it up there, we wanna see it. $1,000, $1,000, let's do it, we got it, we got it.
So, when you bid, you're bidding through that online auction, and there's a fund a need that you click on, and you put your bid in there. So for those who are signed up for that, we'll see it. But we're also seeing, as you can see on the bottom of my screen, as people are bidding on other items, you're seeing that pop up on the screen. So I'm happy to see that people are actively bidding on items in the auction. You can see that our fund a need has raised $2,235. If you look in the chat, you'll see that Rachel has posted the link to sign up for those of you who are not signed up yet for our online auction. And again, I want to remind folks that it does stay open until Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. in case you have not signed up for the online auction. So William donated $100. Thank you very much. I don't know if that's Bill or William, but thank you for donating. Go ahead, Dr. Baker.
No, we're still wanting that $1,000.
Oh, Lynn, $500. Yeah, girl.
Right.
Thank you.
I can't see that. So
if you look at the bottom of my, can you see my screen? Let's see, our fund a need has gone up to $2,835 at this point. Yeah, and I want to share that I know that David Bowlby and Manny Bowlby could not make it tonight, but they wanted us to include their $1,500 donation to the fund a need.
All right, so Mark and Kathy Berger for $1,000. How's that?
Mark and Kathy,
yes. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Mark is the give until it makes you feel good, man.
Yes, he is.
Thank you, Mark and Kathy.
Thank you, the Burgers. Thank you very much. $1,000. Anyone else? $1,000. $1,000 will go a long way with helping our services and bringing some normalcy back to this organization and to our frail and elderly. Yes. Okay. So with that, I want to say that I wish we had some. We got another one. Angie and P Coffee. Look at that. Angie Coffee. Good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And blessings to you and your family. Blessings really to you and your family. We have just contributed $1,000. We love it. Thank you so very much. Thank you. How sweet is that? I think somebody has my wallet in the other room and looking
well, considering you gave $2,500 for the sponsorship tonight, we'll let you off the hook for the fund a need, but thank you.
No, I'm not off the hook. I'm not off the hook. Matter of fact, Denise and I are in partnership, right? We just donated together upwards of $200, and I know she's going to donate, so that's great. How about $500? $500 will pay for support services such as scholarships for those in need, individualized physical therapy plans, transportation, nursing, live music, art, horticultural therapy, nutritious lunches. $500. Who can come up with $500 to do this part, to participate and give to this specific need? $500 can go a long way as well. So we're asking for $500. We know you have it. We're asking you to dig deep, but this is a great cause. And you haven't been to a crab feed in years, and we're providing you a crab feed, virtual or not. We have people come and drop off food at your homes. You came and picked it up. We have a crab feed. Do I see some names in there? Do I see 500? I think I do. Yes. Look at that. Regalias. Yes, the regalias.
Oh,
Thank you. I see you.
Celine
I
and
see you.
Suzanne.
Hey, well, hold on. Sue Nowak. Sue and Charlie came in. Thank you, Sue. Oh my gosh. Thank you so very much.
What did they
We
cut? They
appreciate
gave
it.
500 too?
Joe Frank. Wait, Joe Frank is in my room. Joe Frank. Hey. Joe Frank is in there. Joe Frank. Yeah, he's my Joe Frank just gave $500. Thank you, Joe Frank.
Thank you, Joe Frank.
Yes, he's sitting at the table eating. And who is that? Tom and Cindy. Tom and Cindy, is that right? Did I see that? Yes, thank you guys. Wow, that is wonderful. Thank you for those $500 gifts. Anyone? This is good. This is wonderful. It's doing so much to help the folks in need, the people that according to Fiona Ma, are likely forgotten when we talk about budgets and increase. And we spend so much time on education and children that we forget the people that have made a way for us sometimes. So if you can find it a way to contribute, find it, dig deep as much as you can at $500. That is a great investment. Thank you, guys. We certainly appreciate that.
So I want to tell you, Dr. Baker, that the regalias, Celine and Suzanne. So Celine is my squirrel sister in the adult day healthcare world, and she was part of what are called the provider consultants who helped with the lawsuit settlement that saved adult day healthcare in the state of California. And her wife, Suzanne, who's a penguin and a high school teacher and an amazing human, and I love them dearly. And they're at the secret squirrel table. And Cindy is Cindy Silva of not just the Walnut Creek City Council fame, but also is with the head of the League of Cities for this year. So
unbelievable.
Thank you. And you know Sue and Charlie Nowak. Sue, everybody knows Sue Nowak, and she is also on our champion circle. And Joseph Frank also gave $500, and Dr. Levin gave $2,000.
Yes,
Dr. Levin.
Go ahead, Dr. Levin. You're gonna make me dance. Come on, man. We're gonna put on some music and dance for that one. Thank you, Dr. Levin. Yay, $2,000. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. She said she would have lost it on her craps table. That is hilarious. And then we got Cindy Hatton. Thank you, Cindy. That is wonderful.
Cindy,
$500
thank you.
Appreciate that.
She already sponsored.
And I'm being hosted. Let me just tell you that I'm in Oakland today at a wonderful home. David and Connie Hector have hosted me today. That is Michelle's parents, and they have come together to contribute $500. So we are having dinner at their home, and they've already opened up their home for this crab feed, and then they're also going to contribute. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, David and Connie.
We love you. We love you. I'll wash the dishes tonight.
Maybe you could come over here afterwards.
No.
Just saying.
All
right. Do we have any more levels there, Dr. Baker?
Oh my goodness, 500. I think we're good. 500. How about the 250 mark? Some of you guys have been waiting for it to go to 250. 250 will pay for a lot of things, including the mobile booster clinic that we have for less than the price of Air Jordans. We can help people. We can help some of our frail and elderly. You can save lives with $250. So please, we ask that you do what you can to provide that $250 investment. And we're gonna call it an investment. We got Mark Lampkin. Come on, brother. Mark, that's technical foul. Mark. Mark is an official and a close friend of mine. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, $250. And Kristen Connolly, the future honorable Kristen Connolly. And I can say that because I appreciate her. She is this president and CEO of East Bay Leadership Council. Wonderful person doing great things for this region. You're going to see her name in so many public places. And I just want you guys to know her. She is fantastic. Thank you, Kristen, for you and your family for donating.
And Marge
Marjorie, thank you, Marjorie. Yes, thank you for 250. I appreciate that. And Matt Wallen, thank you. Appreciate you for $250. And Garinger, Teresa, really? Thank
Teresa.
you. The Garinger family, thank you, Teresa. Appreciate you. $250 from the Garinger family. We love you. Thank you. Anyone, come on, dig deep. It's okay. Yes, dig deep. This crab feed, we're eating, we're enjoying each other. Who we got that? I'm gonna mess up. That's Lydia. So Lydia, thank you very much. Thank you, Lydia. She says she loves you, Debbie.
Oh, Lydia is the queen of the squirrels, by the way. Lydia
Okay.
led the adult day healthcare services arena in the entire state of California for the last 30 years. And without her, there would be no adult day healthcare.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
And Denise, is that right? I got that, Denise? $250? D&D Peach. I don't know what that means, but it means
That is
something.
Denise and Deanna Peach. Those are the peaches. They
I love it.
so Denise was the chief of the adult day healthcare branch of the California Department of Aging for many, many years and is a dear, dear friend. She and Deanna are, you've met them in my backyard
All
at
right.
Ethan's birthdays.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you guys for that $250 donation. That is great. It's going to do a lot of good, you guys, a lot of good.
So we
we're-
should probably get to 100 because we've got some honoring
Okay,
of
let's get to
Dr.
100.
Levin to
100
do.
it is. 100, you know, we will, what can 100 do? $100 will pay for probably 2 customized goodie bags for delivery for some of our frail and elderly. It can go a long ways in helping some of our transportation costs. We can do quite a bit with $100. $100 donation. Let's see what we can do, you guys. $100 donation today. Dig deep. Do the best that you can. Shrug your child and tell them they won't get those Air Jordans this year. Just that their money will go someplace special. Go rob the piggy bank if you want to. We got Jennifer and Linda. All right, Jennifer and Linda, thank you for those contributions. Chris Lucas, thank you very much for those for that contribution. Much appreciation. Susan, thank you, Susan. Susan's coming in there. I see the Honorable Karen Mitchell. Thank you. We were the first on. I think she was in my Zoom, my breakout room. So thank you, Karen. Appreciate you.
And Sue's from Diablo Ballet, thank you.
Oh
and
my
I didn't
gosh.
and council member of Brentwood, Susanna Meyer, thank you.
Yes.
And I didn't tell you about Marge, who gave 250, who's our horticultural therapist, our event photographer, and who is doing pro bono every single one of our mobile booster clinics as a volunteer, organizing them and executing them. She deserves all the kudos in the world. She's amazing.
Okay.
And Jean McDougall, thank you. Ray Zanoni. Ray Zanoni gave it the $250 level. Thank you, Ray.
All right, Ray. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it.
All right. And so I am going to wrap us up so that we can move on to the next part. I'm going to stop screen sharing. I'm going to encourage everybody. Linda Grubin, thank you. To continue giving. Alan, thank you. To continue giving. We will continue to use this to ensure the dignity and independence of our elders. And thank you, Dr. Baker.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you all who reached deep and gave. Not to worry, if you didn't get your credit card out in time, the fund to me will run through Tuesday, February 1st. But it's my pleasure and my honor to introduce to you our honoree for tonight is Dr. Sarah Levin.
Thank you, Dr. Baker. So, yes, thank you. And we've done a great job. And keep looking in the chat. Thank you, Mimi. And thank you, Ken Carlson and Shannon Shaw and Melody Madinette and Ty and Laney. Thank you for continuing to give, for all that you do to make sure that we are able to make sure that people are safe. This is such a bizarre and strange time. So I want to move on to recognize my Shiro, one of my Shiros, and like our local Dr. Fauci, the most incredible woman, leader, soulful, amazing human. I'm going to talk a little bit more about her after the video, but I would like you to learn a little bit about her through this incredible video montage of a bunch of humans who love her, respect her, and are so pleased that we're honoring her as our event honoree tonight. So, Dr. Sarah Levin, I know that you know how much this community loves you. I hope that you will pay attention tonight as you hear from not just me, because I know you hear from me a lot about how much I love you and how much I appreciate you. And I know you hear from Nicole, and I know you hear from Susanna, and I know you hear from many of us in the nonprofit community, because we haven't had a doctor in the health system that prioritized elders in the same way that you do. And it's unparalleled, your heroism, your leadership. And please see how other people feel as well.
Hi, I'm Senator Bill Dodd. Hello, fellow supporters of Choice in Aging. I am joining you tonight to pay homage to our Deputy Public Health Officer, Dr. Sarah Levin. Dr. Levin was a model for all health officers to replicate in her emergency response to the pandemic. You know, when the pandemic first broke out and the outbreak happened in a skilled nursing facility in Contra Costa County, Dr. Levin got to work assembling a strike team, ensuring PPE was distributed, and crafting a playbook on spread prevention and containment that became a national model of care for congregate living sites.
Hi, Choice in Aging supporters. I'm Rebecca Bauer-Cahan, the Assembly member for the 16th Assembly District, and I just wanted to join you in thanking Dr. Levin for her incredibly hard work during the pandemic to keep our most vulnerable seniors safe and educating their caretakers to make sure they had everything they needed.
She has been instrumental in setting up mobile vaccination clinics at HUD housing complexes, as well as other senior living facilities. She also helped ensure that so many homebound seniors in our community were receiving access to vaccines. She has remained a true partner with our community-based organizations throughout this time and has always put access to care as a top priority.
Dr. Levin, you led the enormous effort in Contra Costa County to get the most susceptible members of your community tested for COVID-19 and then vaccinated through mobile clinics. Your concern was real. You said, quote, "Where we've seen a lot of spread is when staff in these low-wage jobs are working in multiple facilities to ensure their financial stability and without benefits that don't necessarily allow them to have sick leave. You created a playbook for frontline workers, and you shared that playbook with us at the state."
Thank you, Dr. Levin, for advocating for the congregate care facilities in our community and developing the strike team. Your work is truly inspiring, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Dr. Sarah Levin, for sharing your amazing teaching, your passion, your empathy, your sense of humor, your compassion, and your advocacy with the most vulnerable of Contra Costa County. We thank you.
Sarah, thank you for being such an amazing advocate for seniors, for congregate facilities, for all the staff, for all the frontline workers who've done an amazing job during this pandemic, and for putting together the Congregate Care Handbook. You're an amazing person, and you really love patients and seniors especially, and thank you for doing all that you do.
Thank you, Sarah Levin, for all your late night emails where you shared all your anxiety and worry about the fragile elders in our community, but also shared all the great recommendations and practical solutions for how to protect those individuals. Thank you.
Sarah, thank you so much for all you've done taking care of older people here in Contra Costa County. You've made life a little bit better for those who live in congregate care during this difficult pandemic.
Hey everybody, greetings from Washington, D.C. I'm so excited to come to you today as we honor Dr. Levin and all of her accomplishments, her love, her tenderness, and her tenacity to serve the seniors of Contra Costa County. I got to know Dr. Levin through the pandemic as we worked together to serve those who live in long-term care. And what I appreciate most about her is her willingness to collaborate with people from a broad range of community-based organizations and her willingness to challenge assumptions to save lives.
Hi, Choice and Aging supporters. I'm Caitlin Sly, Executive Director with Meals on Wheels Diablo Region, and I wanted to send in this message to thank Dr. Levin for all of her tireless work on behalf of seniors over this past year. As service providers, we have relied on her knowledge, patience, kindness, and willingness to be a voice for those who are so often forgotten in our community.
She has been throughout this entire pandemic a voice of reason, a person that you could go to and ask your questions and know that you were getting the best scientific, most up-to-date information. I've seen her on multiple Zooms. I've seen her present. She's very calm. She's very reassuring. We're going to get through this okay. And yet she's been sharing information that's been critical to the entire community.
Congratulations, Dr. Levin, on being this year's Choice in Aging honoree. For the past 2 years, you and your team have worked tirelessly to ensure that our older communities have the protection possible against the pandemic. Your work has been both inspiring and a model for other agencies to follow. So thank you so very, very much for all the work you and your team have put in. It's truly an honor to have you on the Contra Costa team.
Few of us can say that we've ever had the privilege to save someone's life. And what Dr. Levin can say is that truly she helped save the lives of nearly 10,000 people who live in long-term care in our community. And I am so glad and so excited to see her honored here today. Dr. Levin, all my love and appreciation to you from the Empowered Aging team.
Thank you, Dr. Levin, for being a true superwoman, and congratulations on your honor tonight.
Along with my colleagues on the Board of Supervisors, I want to thank her for her incredible service to Contra Costa County. Again, we are so lucky to have her as part of our community.
I heard you once say, the way we deal with it is not dealing with it. Well, Dr. Levin, you dealt with it. You stepped up to the plate, and that's why I'm here to thank you and to honor you for the critically important work you have directed. Thank you for your heroic leadership during this pandemic. You lead with your heart, and you make all of us in public health very proud. Thank you.
This recognition is so richly deserved, Dr. Levin, and we are so incredibly fortunate to have you in our community. And you save lives every single day, and you lead with science and dignity. You are a model for all of us to look up to. Thank you so much.
Well, she's our community's Dr. Levin. Dr. Levin, I'm putting you on the screen and I didn't tell you I was going to do that. I apologize, but I hope that you feel all the love and all the gratitude, not just from us, your followers and your stalkers and your fan club here in Contra Costa, but your work is recognized above and beyond Contra Costa in the state and in the nation. You are truly a blessing to all of us. So thank you.
So do I have a couple minutes?
You do. Go for it.
So when Debbie told me that she wanted to honor me, I felt mixed about it because, you know, most of us have an imposter syndrome. And I felt like the work I did in the pandemic was the work that was my job, was what I was supposed to do. And I'm so honored and humble to receive this tribute. And the honor comes from just feeling like maybe I don't deserve it, because there's always more to be done. I could have done better. How could I have done better? And the humbleness comes from like the work that I did in the pandemic was inspired by the people I got to engage with, Choice in Aging, Debbie Toth, all of you who are here today who do the work tirelessly every day. And it elevated the work of the health department in a way that we didn't have vision for before. And so I just hope that the pandemic teaches us how to do our best inspired work going forward in a way that cares for the construction of a society and a county and a community that we want to live in. And you know, it was so wonderful to hear Fiona Ma talk about sort of a vision for the state of like, how could we create multi-generational communities that are supported for everyone to be able to receive the wisdom of our elders and the growth of our children in this way that creates the healthiest possibility of who we are all within our limitations. And I just feel humbled that I don't think I could ever do this work again without the collaboration and the guidance and the co-design that happens from truly engaging in a platform and building of community that happens with community-based organizations like Choice in Aging and with individuals who are in positions of power who can guide those resources towards the most important things we need to fund at a state level, because we don't know what's going to happen from a federal level. So
Right.
that's all I'd say. I love you, Debbie Toth.
I love your guts. You know it. You know it. Every bit. Thank you, Dr. Levin. We have a lot more work to do together. So thank you. And you're not an imposter. You are the best poster ever, if there was such a thing, since you're not an imposter, but you are the best poster ever. And yeah, we need to continue to elevate the partnerships. You're absolutely right. So thank you, Dr. Levin. And we are going to, I hope everybody shares their gratitude for Dr. Levin, like I'm seeing right now in the chat. And we are going to move on to the live auction portion of our event. And because we didn't want to pay $2,500 for an auctioneer, we got the next best thing, which is Mike Maxwell. He's free.
Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. How come everything keeps changing on me here? I heard something today when I was helping out with lunch. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's raise some money.
Are you ready? Okay, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look. The first, so look in the chat, everybody. Click on that. You'll be able to go to the gala bid and bid. We have 3 live auction items tonight. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at the
Oh,
first one, which is a 1-week getaway in Cabo San Lucas with round trip Alaskan Airlines flight. Thank you to Lorna for donating her beautiful place in Cabo, and to Susan for giving us those tickets so that we can fly there. So I'll be able to see on the screen as people are bidding live. If you look on my screen or your screen, which is my screen, you'll be able to see the different pictures of this incredible villa, which has been visited by Shirley Crone, Lisa Tucker, a variety of different supporters who have paid for this incredible villa in Cabo. That is Lorna and Gary's little home away from home in Cabo. So I want to see you, Mike. I can't see you on my screen. I'm sure everybody else can see you, but
that's okay. You don't need to see me.
I do need to see you.
No.
I will find you.
Yeah, well, you know,
Okay, I
where to
found you.
find, you
I
know where to
found
find
you.
me.
I
All right, so
found you.
I have
All right.
reduced
Oh,
this. So
Marie Burke came in at 1,500, Mike.
how do you know
Oh,
that?
Vic Baker's in at 1,700. I'm going to tell you, if you look at my screen, you'll see those bids.
He's at
Let's-
1,600.
1,600. Thank you. Karen, maybe you could play. Oh, Peggy Dillon's in at 1,800. Can you see that, Mike, or no?
No.
All right, keep telling people to spend money. What's so great about
1,800 is still a deal. There is a master suite with a jacuzzi tub. It's a whole week at a brand new, newly remodeled, beautiful Cabo San Lucas resort. It's something that you cannot live without. And as COVID ends, I'm sure Dr. Levin would say, take it out of the country. So if you are bidding and not bidding through
Ooh,
chat,
Cheryl Hansen's in at 1,900.
you can just wave your hands. 1,900 is still a steal.
Yeah.
She upped
Cheryl
her-
just went to 2,100.
Oh, go Cheryl. That Cheryl Hansen's on our board. She's the one who hooked us up with Karen Mitchoff and her church today, Faith Lutheran, so that we could do our crab grab there. Thank you, Cheryl Hansen. All right, Cheryl Hansen's at $2,000.
$2,000. It's still a steal at $2,000.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
golf nearby. There's the ocean. There's
There's
a
the office.
there's the office. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good spot.
The office.
That's where.
Ooh,
Oh, Peggy just went. to
Peggy's at
2,400.
2,400. Peggy. Peggy's got a sugar daddy we don't know about. Go on,
Peggy's
Peggy.
making more money than I am at Choice and Energy.
I don't know about that. Peggy might argue with you about that. Let's see. All right.
We're at 2,400. Anybody else? Who for $2,500 a tax deducted vacation in Mexico, a week at a luxurious villa with a view of the ocean.
It is incredible. Lisa Tucker will tell you, as will Shirley Crone. All right. I think I'm not seeing anybody else bidding on it. What do you
Going
think,
once.
Mike? Oh, going once. Cheryl, are
Right?
you interested? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Rachel is reminding me that 2 round trip tickets on Alaskan Airlines is included.
Yeah. So you get to fly down there, you get to hang out there for a week and in the most incredible villa.
And Lori just bid
Oh, Lori
2,500.
came in at 2,500. Lori. Ooh, Choice and Aging is in the house on this one.
All of our guests tonight, you can't let the staff bid this up. The staff is doing all the bidding.
Yep, it's happening. That's because the staff need to get away.
That's
Did
'cause
you
the
hear
staff-
what
the
Dr.
staff
Levin
need a
just said
break.
about what this has been like?
That's right. The staff need a break.
All right,
All right, so we're
gonna have to move
25.
on. Yeah, we're gonna have to move on. We got 2 other items and we still have to hear from our East Bay Leadership Council CEO and President, Kristen Kahn.
25 once, 25 twice.
Peggy's gone to
25
2,600. Wait, Peggy went to 2,600.
Okay.
Ooh, Peggy.
Do
Peggy really needs to get
do Peggy
away.
and Lori want to get in and kind of duke it out?
I don't know. I'm hoping Cheryl will get in there. All
Maybe
right.
Peggy will take Lori.
Oh, that would be fun.
All right,
All
so I'm
right.
at 26. Lori, I can see you. You're on my screen, Lori. So if you want it, lean into the camera. Otherwise, 26 once. Oh, she's leaning way out. 26 twice. I think Debbie 2600 is sold to Peggy Dillon.
All right, Peggy, you're going to Oh, congratulations. Sold.
We're going to talk about the Silverado Resort Getaway. You get a gift certificate for a 2-night stay in a 1-bedroom suite at Silverado. And that's 2 consecutive nights, which is nice. That's a nice feature.
Derek's
And
in at 250.
You get, wow, we're already up
Oh,
to 250.
Shannon Shaw's in at 275.
275. There's golf included.
Marie,
There's
300.
breakfast.
Keep going.
There's a wine tasting for 2. You can drive there.
Dariush is the most incredible Chardonnay.
We're at
and-
325.
All right, Shannon Shaw, go. And
And there's
Marie's in at 350.
350.
Woo. So those of you who haven't been to Dariush, they do a tasting with the wine and some Persian cuisine.
400.
Ooh,
Finster says
nice.
400.
Yeah. And that's it right there. You're seeing a picture of it. It is one of the most incredible Chardonnays. And the pairing that they do with the wine and the Persian cuisine. K Marie's up at 450.
K Marie's up to 450. K Marie, I can see you and your significant other or husband, or
Nick.
is that husband or boyfriend
Husband.
or both?
Maybe boyfriend on Friday nights.
All right, Cheryl's got it to 499. What an unusual bid.
Oh, whoa, Cheryl,
I'll
$4.99.
throw the extra buck in to make it an even 500. So we're at 500, still a deal. All right, so we're at
Karen Douglas is in.
525.
All right, Karen. Karen hasn't had Darius Chardonnay yet. She wants
I mean,
to
the
taste that.
the golf and the
Oh,
food.
Kay Marie's in at 550.
Good job.
This is the Crab Feed Champion Circle bidding against each other. Exciting
Good
times.
job.
Ooh, 800 from
800.
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Who is Anonymous?
They're
They're
anonymous.
anonymous.
Did Karen Mitchoff say she's anonymous because she found the credit card in the parking lot? Is that it? I shouldn't say that. No, she would
Oh, Joe
never ever do
Bencourt.
that.
Joe Bencourt's at 825.
825. So we were up at 825. Still a deal. Those places go for about 350 a night. Golf's about 200 a round.
And Dariush is priceless. It's amazing. But we're going to have to move on to our next item, which is the yacht. So we might have, 900 Anonymous came in. What do you think, Mike?
I think 900 is good if you're in there. If you think you're gonna.
Oh, Joe came in at 950.
Oh, there you go. We're at 950. Anybody for an even thousand? An even thousand. I tell you what, if you want to lock it up, you can take it for 1,200 right now, and we'll shut it off. Oh, there's
Ooh,
1050.
Anonymous came in at 1050.
That deal for 1,200 is still stands. 1050 is there. Anybody want it for 12? 1050 Anonymous. Who is Mysterious Anonymous?
I don't know, but I think we need to
$1,200
go
bid
up.
will get it for you. We'll close it right out. 1050 once. 1050 twice. Giving the slow internet people a minute. 1050 sold.
All right. Thank you, Anonymous, wherever you are.
Finally, we're doing a yacht party on the bay for 30.
So, Mike, you've never been on this. Oh, Tom Williams is in there with $600.
I've heard all the story. I've heard all the stories. Did you share that we're share? Did you share that we're sharing this with the Neptune Society? It's gonna be a dual event.
Mike. Oh my goodness.
Look at that, and it's going up. It's already
I
to
know.
900.
You're talking about like cremation and whatever.
There's
and it's going up,
a
up, up.
1,000.
Oh my goodness. That's Melanie. Melanie is of Heffernan Insurance Brokers. They are the best insurance brokers in the whole wide world, and I love them with all my heart.
And we're up to 1,250. Joe's got it for
right.
1,250.
So let me just tell you while people are bidding on this, Heffern
Oh,
and the best
Cheryl just
insurance
went to
Oh, Cheryl,
$3,000.
3,001. Go girl. So Heffernan Insurance Brokers has been donating this yacht for years, and Tom Garino used to buy it every year. Then he would invite 30 of his closest friends, and then he would have them donate to Choice and Aging while on the yacht.
Dr. Levin, we're at $3,001. Do you want to do 3,100? Just nod. You're in the box next to me on my screen. You just can add a girl. 3,100 for Dr. Levin.
All right,
Oh,
Cheryl's at 3,000.
we're at $32.99. What's with the odd numbers? So Dr. Levin, if you're in, you just need to let me know. I can do it for 34 if you want in. That's $100 a head plus a tip for the driver. Oh, I guess
the driver. Richard is actually the captain of that yacht. I'm assuming he's still the captain. Is he, Melanie? I don't know. And I can't look at my chat because I'm sharing my screen.
So I'm at $32.99. Does anybody want it? I'm looking for 3,400 is the next bid. 3,400. Dr. Levin, if you can't bid, you just have to nod up and down. But if you don't want it, just sit still and look gorgeous like you are right now. That's just perfect. 3,300 is the bid. Is anybody in for 34? 3,300 right now. I've got 3,300 once. 3,300 twice. 3,500 and I'll close it out to you. 3,300 twice.
It has a full bar for those of you who don't know. Maybe you missed out on that important
That's
point.
$3,000 right there.
Yeah, I know. It has a full bar.
3,300.
And you have to invite me when you go. Oh, that's not a selling point.
3,300 sold.
All right, Cheryl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am going to stop sharing my screen now. And I am going to ask Rachel to unpin. Thank you, Mr. Mike Maxwell, for being our extraordinary auctioneer. I'm going to ask that for just 1 second, we all can come into the room together. So we stop pinning me for just a second so we can see some of the other amazing humans that are here with us tonight. I have to change my view to gallery view. Maybe you guys do too. Oh, I see Linda and I see Diane and I see Suze and I see Susanna and I see Karen and her crew and Vic and his crew and Finster Paul and Sam from Care Access. She's a first timer. I see Mira. I see Lori, I see Mark and Kathy Berger and Alan Vincent and TK Banjo and Mark Bigelow, and I'm Faye Donahue's couch and Matthew Wren and Maria Garcia from Care Access. I'm sure there are many, many more, but I just needed to see everybody's faces for a minute because I really don't like this like one person thing. Hi, Alan. But I am thrilled and so appreciative that all of you are here. It's like romper room with cocktails, says Suzanne Williams. You are so correct. Suzanne Wilson. No. Suzanne Regalia. She messed up her last name. Oh, show us your headband, Debbie. All right. You got to see my headband because you can only see my virtual background. But now that you've all bid on all the things, you don't need the QR code. This is my Mardi Gras headband. What do we all think of that? Are we down with that? So that's my Mardi Gras headband. And I thank you all for your love and your support. And I want to bring Kristen Connolly onto our screen to bid us adieu and thank us for all we have done tonight. So Kristen, I know you are
Well, yeah,
somewhere-
no, I'm here and I have my headset on so I can be heard really clearly, but it feels extra dorky after your beautiful headset. But thank you so much, Debbie. I am Kristen Connolly, President and CEO of the East Bay Leadership Council, which is an organization that brought me together with so many of the wonderful people that are involved in Choice and Aging tonight. So I'm honored that Debbie asked me to close things tonight. So I hope each and every one of you that's still on the Zoom could feel the love with this virtual event from start to finish. Or for those of us, right, if you picked up your crab today from the church parking lot at Faith Lutheran in Pleasant Hill, all the way through everything that we did, or in Colin's pasta that he made with the crab, or just so like everything about all the details that went into tonight including honoring Dr. Sarah Levin, someone I was fortunate enough to go to high school with at College Park. So in addition to all the things, she's a proud College Park grad. So this just feels like such a special thing. And the way that this event is just so full of love and has been on display is exactly how Choice in Aging treats its participants, and why I'm so proud to be involved with this. I know I saw Luella and Ralph are on. Luella is on the advisory board for Choice in Aging with me. There are so many people and organizations that love Choice in Aging. I mean, Mark and Kathy Berger and Angie and Pete Coffey with $1,000 on the Fund the Need, and Vic on the match. I mean, so many people are so generous. I think a lot of you are like me, that Choice in Aging and our love for this agency is personal. And so I actually knew about Choice in Aging just as someone who grew up here and passed it on my way to Valley View and College Park and DVC for many, many years. But I was living in New York City when my grandfather started being a participant late in life, as he was beginning his journey as someone dealing with dementia. And the days that he was able to participate at the Bedford Center just were transformational. The board and care facility where he lived on Boyd Road in Pleasant Hill, they took such good care and just loved my grandfather. And it was just really a special way to connect with this agency. And so to celebrate the work that Choice in Aging with Dr. Levin has done to make sure that oximeters get out to those board and care facilities, it's just so, so special. And I know, and my dad was one of those jump at the chance to help when Choice in Learning jumped in and they needed to paint the facility and all that kind of stuff. And so
build the furniture.
He built the furniture. He's good like that. So there is just so much love. And I know that we're a little over time, but the auction and the Fund a Need are open through Tuesday. And so if you are able to, if you've already given, thank you. If you're able to give a little more, please consider it, because every single dollar, I mean, we shouldn't have to have Colin's chocolate log be to raise money to serve participants. The world should be more generous with our seniors, and hopefully there will be big state money. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Dr. Levin is exactly right. We should not have, we've been talking about this for a long time, that we shouldn't have to, have bake sales to do all this kind of great work, but alas, we do. And so I just wanted to thank Debbie, because Debbie, you are an extraordinary nonprofit CEO doing all of this work. And I actually am paying attention to the chat, and I want to pass it to the chair of the Board of Supervisors, Karen Mitchoff, who wanted to say a word. So I'm going to say, love you all and good night, and love you, Karen, and passing it to you. Thank you for everyone. Thank you everyone for all that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. And, Debbie and her staff and all the volunteers and all the people that are on the board of directors and the advisory council, you're all so wonderful and we love you all. But there's one person that we haven't thanked tonight, Debbie.
Husband.
Mr. Colin, he needs to be recognized for all the, not only the support he gives you, but the support he gives to Choice in Aging, his wonderful culinary skills, but he is an unsung hero. And I just think it's time, this would be an appropriate time to thank Colin for everything he's done towards Choice in Aging.
Yay, Colin. Yay, good point, Karen.
you.
Yes,
Thank
excellent.
you. Thank you. And it is being recorded, Karen, so I will share that with Colin.
Isn't he around? Or he's
I'm sure
sleeping?
I think he's passed out on the couch.
Yeah, I bet.
It's been a few days, but thank you everybody for coming. I want to say that I look very much forward to hugging each and every one of you next year when we do this in person, when this coronavirus, this COVID has become an endemic and not a pandemic, and we have returned to some sense of hugging and normalcy in our lives. So thank you to everybody who came tonight and supported. Love you all.